Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. If this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop by anytime, my friend. Today, guys, I'm going to show y'all some tomato cages and a new way that you can trellis your tomatoes. Cheap and simple. So let's get into it. Well, today, guys, I got some extra tomato plants, and I just stuck them out here in this little offset garden spot I got. But I don't want to build up no cages like I do from my other place. And I don't want to go buy nothing. I don't want to go buy no cattle panel. So I'm going to show y'all another little simple trick you can use. And you got, according to how long you are, I like spacing my T-post out there about 10 foot, 12 foot max. So I got 3 posts here. And I got this roll of baling twine. Like I said, you can buy a roll of baling twine for, I don't know, $20, $22 I think at Tractor Supply. And it's, I don't forgot how many feet's on here or how many miles is on here. But I'm gonna take this baling twine, and of course you could stop right here and just use the weave method as your plants grow. But I don't really like the weave method because I don't like having to get stuff out and weave it every time when one plant might be needing fastened before the rest of them needs weave. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this string and I'm gonna go from in, and I'm gonna come up like 6 inches and come up 6 inches, go back, come up 6 inches, and work my way up that post. When I get done, I'm basically gonna have something looks like a cow panel, but it's gonna be made out of this baling twine. And then after I get this done, I'll show y'all what I used. Of course, you could just tie your plants to it as they grow up, but I use them little clips, tomato clips. They plastic and they clip on. I'll show y'all some here in a moment. That way you can clip them on, and I got clips that I used last year, and you know, clip them at the end of the year and reuse them. So I'm gonna get to putting my twine on here. And after we get done, we'll show y'all what it looks like up close. I may end up with this all in a mess before I get it done, but we're gonna see. Now guys, there's you another cheap and easy way to build you a good tomato trellis. And of course, if you ain't got the post, you gotta buy 3 T-posts, or according to how length you're going. T-post, and like I said, the string. Now I use that string there for everything. Cause like I said, it's for as many feet you get on the roll, or miles. That's a lot of feet on that roll. for $20 or $22. It's made to bale hay. It's what goes around the big round bales of hay. So it ain't gonna deteriorate or nothing in the middle of your growing season. Now what I like to use, and I'm gonna show y'all my other tomato trellising cages / TPs I got made, in case you ain't seen one of my other videos. But I like using these little plastic clips, tomato clips, which I use them for other things besides tomatoes. What I like about these, right back here in the back of it, you put that string on there, and then you put your vine in there and clip it, and it'll hold on to that string and not move. So these things work good for when you trellising tomatoes up a single string. So it'll hold on that string and won't slide up and down, and you can just add them as you need them. Other options, if you don't like the clips, I like this little roll of wire. I don't know what the proper name of it is. It is made for tying tomatoes. It's a coated wire, kind of like a bread wrapper. That way you can put them on there and give them a little twist, but yet leave you room enough it don't get tight onto your vines. Or you can just use tomato twine to tie on there, whatever you choose. But as you can see, I didn't get no precise measurements. Some of mine 6 inches, some 7. In here maybe 8 inches apart. But that's eight runs of string. And as that tomato comes up, I can just take that clip, like I said, and clip it on that string, put it around that vine. Or you can, as your tomatoes come up, weave them through here also. But to me, I just like this better than having to, every time I get ready to, the weaving method, every time you got ready to weave it, you'd have to get your stuff back out, weave it. A week later when they grow a little more, get your stuff back out, and I just don't like all that part. And this here's cheap. That's another reason I like it. But I'm gonna take you over here and show you my tomato cages / TP / string system that I use. Also guys, with this little system like this, you know you can buy T-posts in any length you want them. So if you got indeterminate tomatoes, buy a taller post and just keep going up and up. But another way you can do this, if you like the string system, put your tall T-post up and buy you some heavy gauge electrical fencing wire, because it's readily cheap, as big a roll it come in and it don't rust. And run that electrical fencing wire from the top of your post, just one strand on the top. Then you can come from that electrical wire, and if you don't think one strand's good enough, just double it, and I promise you it'll be stout enough. But you can double that wire if you want to double it and get it good and tight, and then you can use this baling twine and come down to your tomato if you like the single string system. Just a simple way to do it I thought you guys might like. But there's always ways to do things. You just got to put a little thinking into it. And one thing for sure, guys, you ain't got to be a follower. Come up with your own ways, your own ideas. Share them with people like me, because I like trying different things. Sometimes you see something like this and you might say, I don't want to do that, but that gives me an idea of something else I want to do. But guys, for the most part, here's how I like to cage and string my tomatoes. And I'm backed up here so y'all can get a good overall view. I got them cages that I made out of concrete reinforcement wire. And I add to the top of them and make me a TP out of the bamboo stakes. I tie a little piece of wire to the top of the bamboo stakes, run it down there low enough I can reach it with my hand. Then I run that string that's same baling string that you seen me do that other trellis with. I run it to the ground, and I like using landscape staples and stapling it in the ground. And then as my tomatoes growing up the main stem, I take these clips and clip it to that string as it's growing up. Now some of my tomatoes like that one down there, the big one. All of my tomatoes should look like that, but if you've been keeping up my videos, you'll know what happened and why I had to start over. But like that one, I didn't keep my suckers cleaned off because I didn't know if that tomato was gonna make it or not, so I just let it go. That's a Cherokee tomato. But as it overflows the top, what I like about this system, as it grows up, last year I had some up there 7 foot tall. And I start trimming the bottoms off as they grow up when it gets hot summertime, keeping my limbs and all trimmed off, so it's basically making your tomatoes on the top. But once it reaches the top and still wanting to grow, I just start letting them hang back down and use these clips and start clipping them coming back down and clip them to the outside of your cages. So you can grow a tomato, it don't matter if it gets 20 foot long. You can go up and then come back down. If you one of them that trims it and keeps it trimmed, keeps it pruned to a single stem, you could actually go up, come back down, and once you get to your cage, start going around and around as a twirl coming down. So you ain't gonna run out of room with that system. But now you wouldn't want to do no 100 tomatoes like this, because I put a T-post on each cage, because last year during them high winds when our hurricane weather moved through here, the last 3 or 4 that I had still going, it got them. The hurricane wind got them. So I staked them in the ground this year with T-posts instead of just little small posts. Staking my cages and tying my cages off to the T-post. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show y'all a couple of good ways that you can trellis your tomatoes. The first way over there, that's a good cheap way to do it. If you like these little videos, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. If you ain't subscribed, you'll get notifications when I post new videos. Share my videos if you don't mind. I'm trying to grow this little YouTube channel and I greatly appreciate it. But God bless. Y'all have a great day. See y'all next time.